This is Africa to You at the Global Health Catalyst Summit, and with me is Dr. Will Ngwa. Welcome to Africa to You. I'm Vivian Birchall, your host. In this episode, we will be talking about the Harvard Global Health Catalyst Summit. Cancer is the growth of abnormal cells that damage or interfere with the body's organs. Cancer treatment may include chemotherapy, radiation, or surgery, and is often unaffordable, especially to people in low and middle income countries. It has major impact on society emotionally, financially, physically, and environmentally. Led by Dr. Wilfred Ngwa, the Global Health Catalyst at Harvard Medical School's Dana-Farber, Harvard Cancer Center, and the Brigham and Women's Hospital is dedicated to catalyzing high-impact international collaborations and initiatives to eliminate global health disparities with a main focus on cancer and other non-communicable diseases. The Global Health Catalyst hosts an annual summit at the Harvard Medical School with satellite conferences in Europe and Africa, and has collaborated with other universities to launch, create an online education system such as Global Oncology University and the Comprehensive Cancer Center in the Cloud, which is known as C4, to increase access to world-class cancer care, research, and education. This year, the three-day summit attracted over 400 participants, including medical doctors, global health leaders, advocates, diaspora leaders, sports personalities, and politicians, especially from low and middle-income countries, to break down barriers and create sustainable partnerships to impact global health. The speakers were from different countries and sectors. Over the next few weeks, I will be bringing to you highlights of the conversations held during this year's summit. In this episode, I will be highlighting the keynote addresses by the president of Dana-Farber Cancer Institute, Dr. Lori Glimcher, and also the keynote address by the director of the Global Health Catalyst Summit, Dr. Wilfred Ngwa. I hope you enjoy it.
So now I'm inviting the director of the Harvard Global Health Catalyst, Dr. Ngwa, for the opening ceremony. Thank you.
Let's give a hand to Bashkim again. When you see him around, please, he's the guy who has put together this whole program. Let's give him a hand. All right, so I'll just make a few remarks about the Global Health Catalyst program, and then I will hand over to the president of Dana-Farber to make the welcome. So we are very delighted that you're here. This program has been growing over the next 3 days. You're probably going to have about 400 people come and go. But they're coming from very different countries, across the world. And I don't think these can reflect the different languages of the diversity of this. And so what is the Global Health Catalyst? So this is really a program to eliminate global health disparities. And if there's one word that if you forget everything, that happens in this conference and you want to think about one word to describe it, it's about collaborations, right? So you have people from government leaders to somebody who is not, you know, a student, whoever, from different sectors, who collaborate to make things happen, to eliminate disparities. And so I actually really like this picture here. This is done because the summit is growing every year. So now we actually have something in Heidelberg, Germany, who are one of the partners now. And so last year, it's a really good MOU that was signed with the university there to kind of advance this kind of disparities. And then on this right-hand side, this picture kind of captures where you have a government leader, Professor Nyong'o, who is here, and from Kenya, you know, with a student who has been so inspired that she's gone into cancer work. And now she's, you know, her life has changed because of that. So I always mention that, you know, this event, this summit, the Global Health Catalyst, was seed-funded by the Radcliffe Institute for Advanced Studies at Harvard. And then following that, you know, the Dana-Farber and Brigham have provided funding for it, and now the growing number of institutions and external funding agencies. And now we have partner universities, the University of Pennsylvania, Oxford University, University of Heidelberg, who are providing funding for supporting this collaboration initiative. And then I would like to point out one of the initiatives that was launched last year, the Comprehensive Cancer Center in the Cloud. So imagine that you can take the Dana-Farber Harvard Cancer Center and put that in the cloud, where everybody can have access to it. That's really the essence of this, because if you are born in a low and middle income country and you have cancer, you know, you may not have access to any care. If you're born down Longwood Medical Avenue right here, if you're not treated, then if you're not, you know, if you're not cured, then you were never meant to be cured, because there's a lack of access in the United States. And so, so we're going to be hearing a little bit about this Comprehensive Cancer Center in the Cloud, how we can increase access within this summit. And then, you know, the cool thing here also is about, we have the idea of, one is comprehensive because we have both education components, we support care, we also have research, but quite a very important aspect of it is outreach. So you usually think when we started, it was always just doctors talking to each other, but now we actually have industry executives, we have government leaders who are coming. How can we work together to reduce disparities and increase access to cancer care? So that's the essence of this event. And now we actually have funding commitments of about $7 million to launch something in the direction of phytomedicines, which has been coming up for the past summits. And so during this event, we're going to have a chance to expand more on this initiative. Second to the last thing I'll mention is that, yes, so we've actually done a lot of, have a lot of impact already. Some of the publications that are coming out of this are really helping shape the emerging field of global health. You know, we've been able to support training for hundreds of cancer oncology professionals in low and middle income countries. And we're supporting cancer centers that are being established in Africa primarily. And now we have people from Pakistan, from Bangladesh, who are looking for that same kind of support. And so we're kind of growing here beyond that. All right, so I'm going to end by saying, please indulge me one more time. I just want to highlight the issue of collaboration. And what I usually would like to say is that we come from very different backgrounds, and people from government to, you know, lay students. What we would like to do is that when you come here, remember that the key word here is collaborate. And so I would like to ask that everybody stand up and then you tell your neighbor that let's collaborate. Okay? So you say let's collaborate. That's really what we want to do through this summit.
Let's collaborate. I guess we're Tim Griffin. Oh, okay. What do you? Oh, okay, great. Great, that's great. I'm glad to have you here. I'm Tim. I'm here. Yeah, I do a lot of trainings. So maybe we can collaborate.
I'd love to collaborate. I'm Julie. Nice to meet you.
I'm here. Yeah.
All right,
I'm here.
thank you very much.
Yes.
All right, so with that, I'm going to welcome the president. Please move forward. I want to welcome the president of the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute, which is where we are today. Obviously, one of the leading cancer centers in the world. And then, so we're going to welcome President Laurie Glimcher, who is also the director of the Dana-Farber Harvard Cancer Center. Laurie.
Good morning and welcome to all of you. We're delighted to host this wonderful Global Catalyst Health Summit at Dana-Farber Cancer Institute, and to be joined by such an esteemed group of ambassadors and ministers representing countries around the world, particularly from low and middle income countries, the diaspora organization leaders who are breaking down barriers to create a stronger pipeline of innovation, visionary leaders in cancer research and biotech. We have some editors of our leading medical journals here, and cancer advocates who are making their voice heard to push for better opportunities to improve health outcomes for patients and their families, no matter where they live, no matter what their zip code or country is. And finally, all the young people here, you are the future. You are our future. You're the next generation of scientists and advocates and physicians, and we are counting on all of you. Well, as you know, at Dana-Farber, we are singularly focused on cancer. We live, eat, and breathe cancer. That is our mission. And our mission is embraced by every single faculty member and employee and staff at Dana-Farber. We not only discover new treatments for cancer, we're a very highly research-oriented institution, but we provide the very, very best cancer care, I believe, in the world, and coming up with new strategies to treat cancer, because although the last decade and a half has been a revolutionary time for cancer, with changes that include the ability to target genetic mutations in cancers and to activate and ignite our own immune system to fight off cancers, we still have much to do to save lives. This is a tremendously exciting time in cancer, as I've said, with targeted therapies and immunotherapy and other innovation. And I'm hugely optimistic that over the next decade, we will not only continue to make wonderful new discoveries, but we will be on an exponential curve in learning how to treat cancers that have previously proved to be intractable. So the way I like to put it is that we are at the end of the beginning of new cancer treatments. And we want to do everything we can to extend the reach of innovation and expertise that we have globally to help empower cancer care and cancer research everywhere and bring better treatments to more patients. I think we're all in this room united by the belief that everyone deserves to have the very best cancer care, no matter where they live. Everybody should have access to the latest cancer treatments and access to excellent and compassionate care. And so we need to make progress toward this goal now. Cancer is growing at an alarming rate globally. While the mortality rates from cancer have decreased significantly by around 20% over the last quarter of a century, according to the World Health Organization, nevertheless, the incidence of cancer is increasing, and it's increasingly affecting younger people. Cancer is the second leading cause of death globally. It's responsible for at least 10 million deaths from cancer in 2018. About 70% of those deaths occur in low and middle income countries, where just in 1 in 5 countries, only 1 in 5 of those countries have the data they need to drive cancer policy. Low-income countries in particular lack the resources to diagnose and treat cancer. In fact, just 26% of low-income countries report having pathology services generally available to the public compared to 90% of high-income countries. And the economic cost of cancer globally is staggering, estimated at roughly $1.6 trillion in 2010, and far more than that today. So this is a global health crisis that we have to confront by harnessing the full potential and capabilities of the global health community, which all of you represent, tapping experts in discovery and cancer care, as well as experts across the healthcare center. And that's why this gathering is so important, because it brings together some of the brightest minds, visionary leaders, and the strongest and most passionate voices to push for new advances in cancer care and discovery to both raise the quality of cancer care in more places and to make that care more available. And all of you will make a difference. All of you will raise us up as a world. Now, I know how steep this challenge may seem, because it is an enormous challenge, especially as you see it from the front lines of this crisis, where you see firsthand the dread and the worry of patients and their families. And I understand that sometimes we all feel, and you in particular can feel, a sense of impossibility in changing the course of cancer, but I believe that we cannot be deterred. And I have hope for the future because of the advancements we're making in cancer research. And I have hope for the future because of the determination of everyone in this room. In the words of Nelson Mandela, it always seems impossible until it's done. Together, we will change the cancer landscape and we will save lives. But just as cancer does not wait, neither can we. We have to make progress quickly. I know we can do this. Just 1 year ago, at this very event, as Will said, we helped launch the world's premier cloud-based comprehensive cancer center, C4, an award-winning program platform which places the innovation and expertise of the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute, Harvard Cancer Center, in the cloud to open up access to education, training, and research anywhere in the world. And already C4 has helped train hundreds of cancer health professionals in low and middle income countries through lectures from Dana-Farber, Harvard Cancer Center, and faculty members from partner institutions. So I look forward to building on that success. This is just the beginning, and it's just one example of what we can do, what we can accomplish by collaboration. And I like to quote Harry Truman. I think actually it was Winston Churchill who said, "It's amazing how much you can get done if you don't care who gets the credit for it." So when leading scientists, physicians, public health experts, government leaders, and advocates collaborate freely and openly, which you are all doing, and work together toward a common goal, equipped with the support and resources we need, and we don't have all the resources we need, and we have to keep on advocating for those resources, I think there's no limit to what we can do. All of you really inspire me by the deep commitment that you have shown and that fills the room that we're in right now. And I believe strongly that we can do amazing progress, accomplish amazing things together. So let's harness all of the energy and talent we have in this room and work towards a healthier, cancer-free future for all. Thank you.
I hope you have learned something new about the Harvard Global Health Catalyst program. For more about Africa, her people, and projects, you can email me at africatoyou.vivian@gmail.com or visit our blog at africatoyou.org. You can also watch our episodes on the Action TV YouTube channel. Thank you for watching Africa to You. Till next time.